evening, Sharon.
Hey Tasha, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Man, it is a great day.
Big smile you got.
And I'm choosing to be grateful. I am,
Sometimes we have to be very intentional about that.
I'm choosing to be grateful. I have so many blessings that I can't count them all, right?
I might say that tonight's chat we both need.
All right, so let's get into it. Girl, fall back. It's okay, right? So I
Yeah.
think people believe that, and some who know us at different levels of closeness think that we are like straight hardcore, just on it, on it, on it all
Right.
the time. Everyone but my mother. My mother thinks I'm the,
Don't plan nothing.
well
Just
planned,
let
not
it
I'm the biggest
happen.
procrastinator. She's she's really the only person who thinks like that. Everyone else thinks I am like super planner, on it, on top of it type thing, right? But the reality is, ah, Gail
Hey,
says
Gail.
hello, ladies. Hi, Gail. And so, but the reality is, and while we are fairly ambitious and strong-willed and determined people, I think some of the best of us have to just fall back. So let's just talk about like this idea of falling back.
Yeah. I think it's got, I think it sort of takes on two meanings for me, right? One is you need to just stop and think, right?
Mhm.
Like it's okay to just step back from a situation, right? And gather yourself before you make any moves. You often tell me,
Oh,
stand still,
I
right?
often tell you to stand still. No question. I often say stand still.
I mean, which is, the equivalent to girl fallback. Like,
It is.
okay,
It is.
take a moment.
Yes. Take a beat.
Then, right, the article that we read when it talked about falling back, it was about really sort of stopping to track your progress, right? Which is something that we also do. And so I think, it sort of takes on two meanings for me. Tonight, it
Mhm.
is take a moment, don't respond so quickly. It's okay. Breathe a little bit before you make that next move. How
Well,
about you?
but I think the article also talks about how we can get into a rut, right? We feel like we're spinning
Hmm.
our wheels, right? And sometimes we get such, and we talked about this, I think, last week, such tunnel vision that we're just spinning our wheels and spinning our wheels and spinning our wheels. And it's okay in that moment, at some point, like get out of the routine of what you've been doing, take a step back, and it's okay to say, is this working?
Right.
Right? So that is whether you have chosen a health plan, a food plan, right? And so maybe you've chosen some sort of diet, and you're really miserable.
I did that, right? Is that my example? That
Is it?
I
Did
don't,
you do
I'm
that?
not trying to call anybody out, but the RP joint, I tried that and I was like committed, right? I paid for the app and bought the food scale and you know, I was like, this is too much for me. I can't do this. But in my mind, I don't want to feel like I failed at something.
Yeah.
Life is about living. And so that just wasn't a part of living for me. For some people, it works.
For me, I loved it.
See? Yeah, no. I
I had no problem with it, right? I mean, I think another example might be you're like, I know of a young lady who was in a position and she really wanted to get promoted. And every time she went for a promotion, they weren't giving it to her. They weren't giving it to her. And so she was so dejected, frustrated, and eventually decided to take a position in another state and flourished. She was appreciated. She was valued. It was better for her family. She was
Mhm.
closer to family, right? But she was fighting for something that she thought she wanted.
Yeah,
And then when she took a step back, said, you know what, let me give another direction, things came into place. So falling back is okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Everybody that's joining us tonight, if you want to weigh in, we're welcome your comments. Um, one of the quotes that was in the article said there are no wrong turnings, only paths we had not known we were meant to walk. And so I think that just speaks to sometimes it's okay to take a different path, right? And
Yeah.
it's not that it's something wrong, which, is something that I struggle with. If I have a plan, this is the way that I want to go. And if it takes a left turn and I had planned to go right in my mind, that's wrong. But
Yeah. And it's okay.
for me, I often have to do that, fall back and, take a look at it.
Yeah. And some good steps outlive their usefulness. It could have been a good mode of operation, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It could have been. But it ain't working no more. And you need to be able to say, is it me? Right? Because maybe it's you. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe it's not you at all. It's a safe thing to say. Like in Oprah, like, so that what's funny about that quote, it says there are no wrong turnings. I don't know what century that came from, right? Who the heck said there are no wrong turnings? There are no wrong turnings. Who says that? I don't know who says that. But Oprah often has said, and I love when she says it, and it's probably on our Instagram page, is that there are no wrong. There's something to the fact, but it's just God telling you to go a different way. I can't say the whole thing, but
Okay.
you know what I mean? When they're not dead ends. It's just God saying it's time to take a different turn.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, fall back. What's going on in your life that you need to fall back on? Or you have any examples that you'd like to share with our audience tonight? I'm just wondering. I shared. I was just wondering if you had anything to share.
Did you really share? You shared about, are you kidding me right now? You shared, you couldn't follow a meal plan.
That is sharing. No?
No, but I think when we think about our accountability, and we always bring it back to accountability, I think to your point, there are times we just have to say to the other person, stand still. Stand still. Like, I know you want to go charge through this wall, but stand still.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about where I am right now. I'm just mentally tired. I've done a lot of creating over the past 2 weeks in many different forms over many different days continuously. I am mentally like, is it Friday yet?
Right. And so that is one of those times where it's like you give and give and give.
Yes.
You have to just like fall back and take a moment. It's okay.
Right? It's this weekend. Yeah. And listen, in the midst of it, right? I wanted to have a particular project I was working on. I wanted to have it done Monday night. I was like, yeah, let's go. No, I had to say to myself, because everything important is not urgent. Now, that is something I love to say. That is straight from Tony Robbins. Everything important is not urgent. And I had just said to myself, it will get done. It may not get done tonight. You may need to just go to bed. It's just been a long day. Mentally, you're tired. It's been a long 2 weeks, but it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm certainly taking my mental break this weekend for sure.
And sometimes in the fall back, the article was talking about measuring your progress, right? I think oftentimes we are moving and doing so much that we don't think about the progress that we have made in order to, get some momentum, right? To be able to continue in that momentum. And if we celebrate our small victories, then we can keep going. And it might be the right path. You might just need a break, right? To say,
I might just need a break.
This is the right path. And look at how much progress I've made doing this. I'm going to keep doing this, right? And so it's just, when you fall back, you just have to think about it.
It gives you perspective.
Yeah.
It allows you to have perspective. And the reality is also is everyone prefers the progress to go smooth, right? So whenever we think about a trajectory, you think those bar graphs, whatever, and you think it's supposed to go. But the reality is there's always, if you look at a stock market chart, I don't care if you're Nike, I don't care if you're Amazon, I don't care what you are, or the loved QQQ. That great stock, right? They're back, it's just, they're ups and downs and they're just pivots. And, you and I love talking about a pivot, but it's just a reality of life. And it's just accepting that it's a reality. And I don't know that we always do, as just as people who are intentional, who want goals, who are dreaming of things, if we can just get out of that. But it's so healthy for us. And like anything else, I also like to keep in my mind that, like, if you're running a marathon or 2 marathons, you got to take a break sometime. You got to let the muscles kind of rejuvenate.
Do you really? When you run a marathon, you don't take a break.
That's why I said 2.
Oh, so I was like, that's not a good analogy.
It is. If you say 2, you take a break in
Okay.
between the 2. You take a 3. Yes. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you.
and listen, how do we fall back? You mentioned it's hard for us folks who are very intentional about doing things, and this takes it back to accountability. You have to have someone in your life that can see your blind spots, that can see when you're super tired, and
Mhm.
can say, "Not tonight, Tasha. Go ahead and go to bed. It's all right."
Yeah. I think having an accountability partner, and I think them knowing either the person that you want to be, and the goals or the things that you want in life, they can see, and we always talk about this, that they're not as close to a scenario. So
Mhm.
they can step back and say, I'm going to have the sanity that you cannot have right now. You get to have the emotions.
That's right.
Have the sanity, right?
Because we are in this together.
Because we are in this together. I can't let you jump off the cliff. I let you jump off the cliff. Like, and so wait, can we, something that's going on right now for the both of us,
Okay.
where we've taken a break and it was necessary.
Oh,
You and I are fairly
tired of the break.
I didn't tell anybody what the break was yet, though.
They know. I'm tired of the break. Come back.
You and I are fairly health conscious, and we like to work out.
I do like to work out.
You do like to work out. We were at dinner one day, and you told someone, they said, "What do you do for fun?" "Oh, I like to work out." I was like, "Really?"
But you didn't think? I mean, what else?
But here's the deal. We've been on a break, and we have just been gluttonous. I don't know the last time I saw a vegetable. I haven't kept up on drinking.
On that part.
Huh?
Speak for yourself on that part.
Well, yes. Well, you do. Like, I've been having ribs and fried fish, and and watermelon surprises, and girl, Chick-fil-A, and just but tomorrow, what do I begin? When you've already begun a juice cleanse.
Fast, yeah.
Right. We haven't worked out. We'll
Not
get
really. I mean, I did do a 5K on Monday.
Okay. And when you did the 5K, what did you do?
At the bridge.
What did you do though? You ran?
I mean, I walked, ran.
That's what ma'am, have several seats.
I walked like 6 miles on Monday.
Ma'am, thank you.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I met my move goal and my
So we've been on a break. That said, we've been on a break.
Don't be trying to give me credit for my stuff.
I'm not giving you credit for that, ma'am. I'm not. We've been on a break. We've not worked out. Bodies are turning to jelly, but we will. Okay, I'm sure mine is turning to jelly, but we're gonna be back on it. But I needed to take the break, right?
Needed the break for sure.
I needed the break. I needed to not worry about what I was eating, what I was putting in my mouth. I needed to just not think about that at all, and be okay with it's not means that I'm gonna have. I'm going to become some obese person. I'm not going to lose this altogether, all my gains. No, I just needed a break.
Yeah.
But I'm jumping back on.
When are you jumping back on?
You're ready for me to get back to working out. I know.
I was just asking for someone.
Certainly by Monday morning. I mean, if you want to work out over the weekend, we can, but
I want to know.
Yeah.
Listen, it was good chatting with you tonight.
It was very good chatting with you tonight.
Girl, fall back. It's okay.
Fall back is okay. All right. And so if you want to learn more about Tasha and I, the Accountability Queens, you can definitely go to our website, www.accountabilityqueens.com. You can follow us. If you're on Facebook, you see us right here. Like us, follow us, or you can go to Instagram, accountability_queens. Thank you. Join us next week. It'll be a fun topic. Bye.
Good night.